Well, this is a choice that we all get to make. All human beings get to make a choice, whether or not they maintain a connection with their capacity for empathy with other human beings. And that, for me, that's what staying human is. If you lose your ability to connect in an empathetic way with your fellow man, you're no longer a human being. Yeah. You have failed to stay human. You know? And the predicament of these people in Gaza is so extreme that if we don't think about it every day, you know, there's something inhuman about us, in my view. That's to single out the Palestinians in Gaza. Clearly there's all kinds of weird shit going on all over the world, and all kinds of abuses of human rights and so on. So they're not alone, but they are very, very particular. So I endeavour to stay human today by, specifically on this issue, by having an op-ed piece in a newspaper in Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. You know, because there are some people trying to stay human that are in the Presbyterian Church of the United States of America, and they're trying to stay human by divesting from investments in Caterpillar and Motorola and Hewlett-Packard, the company. So that's those good people's ways of trying to stay human, is to be within the context of their religion and their disciplines and their whatever, is trying to remain empathetic and compassionate. Yeah. And good, and I applaud them. And anybody else who does the same. That's what it means to me. Well, you know, this is what's interesting about the internet, for instance, and about our ability to communicate one with the other. Many years ago, about 25 years ago, I read an interview I did that long ago where I said the big question facing us is whether or not the advances we've made technologically in terms of the exchange of information, one human being to another, across the boundaries that we all know exist, national boundaries, but also boundaries between extremes of one ideology or another, or one set of political beliefs or another. So I think that already your generation, and hopefully successive generations, will express their dissent via all this new media and social interactive sites, because it enables us to organize ourselves into a more coherent force for protest. In fact, I know this to be true because the reason I'm involved in this movement is because when I was going to go and play in Israel in 2006, I started to get emails from all kinds of organizations all over North Africa and the Middle East and wherever, saying, hey, we've got something to say about this, are you prepared to live? And that's how I started to engage in a dialogue with people. And then I went and visited and saw what was going on. Yeah. And that's why I'm part of the BDS movement myself. And but it was through the internet that I was contacted. Yeah. Now, if they'd had to write me a letter or come and bang on the door, you know, and say, please listen to us, you know, it would have been very, very difficult. But all they have to do is shoot me an email. Yeah. And I'm there. And we can start exchanging ideas. And ideas and eventually exchanging our love, you know, across big distances. And so I think that's the important thing, is we must engage all this technology in order to advance movements protesting against this inequity and many others.